How many pages is this?
Oh. I think you know do you have the answer written down? 824?
Yeah. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Okay, it's between 8, it's like 820 something, I think.
No. Did you, when you initially began writing, did you set out to write a book that long?
I set out to write an endless book, yeah. I wanted to write something that would just keep on going. I don't know that I had a certain length in mind. I definitely had a certain feel in the hand, or a certain look in mind. When you look at a shelf and you see the thickness of certain spines, I wanted to, I like the way Anatomy of Melancholy looks on a shelf.
Are you surprised at how interested people are in the length of the book? I feel like that has become sort of a topic in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, had I lived a different life, it's like how tall you are, how big your penis is. I mean, it's, you know, people like getting your vital stats. Yeah, I mean, anything that gets people interested, whether it's length or youth or attractiveness, or, you know, these are all hooks, but are any of them of any interest to me? No. I think if you're foisting a book this long on people this early in your life, you're asking for people to hate you for a multitude of reasons that are utterly divorced from the text. But I feel good about things so far. I feel that people have read it, and I feel that the people who don't like it, who have read it, have come up with very, if not convincing arguments, then respectable ones.
No, I mean, when I was reading through it, I realized right away that this wasn't a book that was necessarily researched. These are things you understand. Like, you understand Jewish tradition. You speak a little Yiddish, you said. I'm wondering, have you ever in your life considered yourself religious? Or?
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, I went to yeshiva. I went to, you know, we had to wear yarmulke, we had to wear tzitzit. I mean, was I ever religious as an adult who could make his own decisions? No. No. I mean, the moment that I had the opportunity to decide what I was going to do with myself on a Friday night, I did what I wanted to do. But, you know, some sentimentalities, some residual sentimentalities. I don't know how it started. I mean, I grew up in a very Jewishly literate family. And we have my grandmother's books from Germany still on the shelves. Not that anybody reads them, but you know, I have her Heine in my house actually right now. I don't know where it comes from, but I do know why. I can understand what attracted me to it. It's that, you know, there's a great fear that the ethnic literature, or some sort of subcultural literature, is just too particular. It's too particularistic. It's too parochial. It's written in a code, and a lot of people avoid it. And I'm not talking about people who avoid, you know, subcultures because they feel that it pigeonholes them. It's some kind of marketing thing where they're only a Jewish writer, they're only a black writer, they're only. I'm talking about people who avoid the idea of Jewish literature because they find that its actual materials are too particularistic. They have to deal with Shabbos, the way Jews look, the way Jews talk. There's so much received wisdom there. And I always enjoyed the particular aspect of Jewish culture. I always enjoyed the fact that it's written in a code, that there were all of these nods and winks. It's, you know, the less number of people speak a language, sometimes the richer it can be, because you begin to elide certain ways of communicating, because so much is understood, you know? And it's as if all Jewish writers are people who grew up in the same family, that they all kind of understand the in-jokes, they understand the compromises, they understand the lazinesses, the cliches. The more that contemporary Judaism became this hip Judaism of Seinfeld and bagels in the suburbs, the more I wanted to dephysicalize my own spirituality. I didn't want to go to the Lower East Side. I wanted to make the Lower East Side, inside of me, let's say. I didn't want to get together with other young Jews and do X. I wanted to become an old Jew. I never really felt comfortable with the physical fact of Jewish life. I don't go to shul. I didn't live in Israel. I lived in Eastern Europe. I didn't, hang out in Tel Aviv discos doing ecstasy with my cousins. I, took trains in Ukraine and Poland, Romania, and Slovakia, and Hungary.
What is your daily routine like? Not for the book, but just in general. When it comes to you have a day where you're going to write, which I'm guessing is pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Is there a routine to your daily?
No. I'm up. I can't sleep. I'm up pretty early. A lot of nonsense gets dealt with in the morning, like stuff to earn a living, some essays, some journalism. But and then just writing all day. See who calls me at night. There's no structure. It's just I can't. I'm very badly damaged in many regards. I can't. If more than a day goes by and I don't get work done, I begin developing strange. Psychosomatic symptoms. I begin itching. I make phone calls I shouldn't make.
What are you working on currently?
Just finished a book of stories. Kind of a lives of the poets, and a short novel, very like 110-page novel. But I'm getting ready to write this next larger thing, and doing a lot of thinking about that. So.